Happy Monday. Every morning, we start our day with gratitude. Normally, you write down 3 to 5 things in your life that you're grateful for. People tell you to dig deep. Recently, I have been writing down one thing that I'm grateful for, and I'm getting very detailed about why I'm grateful for it. Like today, I'm grateful for my Vibe Tribe. Without them, this Zoom would no longer be in effect. Without them, you wouldn't have this Zoom. Melanie, Sky, Katrina, so many have stepped up because I fell into a hole of depression. Life has been like crap, and I know we all have problems, but everything was falling on my head at the same time. I stopped working my business, except throwing up stories. I stopped practicing gratitude. For a couple weeks, I didn't even want to get out of bed until my almost 13-year-old son came downstairs and said, "Mom, get the F out of bed." So that's where it is. So if you want to drop something you're grateful for in the chat, please do so. When life hits you, you have to find a way to keep going. You have to have those people, like I have those people. Melinda, for one, she was in my messenger every single day, making sure I was keeping me talking. And you need to find those people, because I've learned when you fall short and you stop running your business, except for posting stories, you basically have to start all over again. Even if you're doing it every day, stories and consistency in stories is not enough. You have to do all the things. Find an accountability partner. Find a challenge sheet. Find a bingo sheet. Share it with a friend. Work with them. Stay accountable. That consistency will pay off. Yeah, I want to go over some honest goal setting. I've talked to a few different leaders, and this is some of the things that I took from them. There are 6 tips to goal setting, whether it's setting your daily goals, weekly goals, bi-weekly goals, yearly goals, monthly goals, whatever it is, these tips should be followed. Number 1, you have to be completely truthful and honest with yourself about where you are at this moment. Don't sugarcoat it, and don't make it worse than it is. If you can't be honest with anybody else, be honest with yourself. Then after you have that, number 2, where do you want to be? Where do you want yourself to end up? What legacy do you want to leave? Start with 3 areas of your life that you want to change, and start there. It could be your health and fitness. It could be your love and partnership. It could be friends and family. It could be business and career. It could be thoughts and emotions, self-care. There's so many different areas of one's life. Start with 3. Don't try to choose them all at once when you first start. I did that. It's overwhelming. And I screwed up. After you choose those 3 areas in your life that you want to see change and you write down the things that you want to change, then you're going to have to make a list of baby steps of how you're going to make those changes. Don't set a goal to lose 50 pounds and expect yourself to lose it in 1 week. It's impossible. Make baby steps. After you have your baby steps, now execute those steps. If you need a partner to execute those steps with, get yourself an accountability partner. Get yourself a best friend. Get yourself a sideline, a teammate. It doesn't matter. Find somebody to do it with. After executing those steps, reflect on your goals weekly, monthly, and adjust where necessary. If you make a mistake, it's okay. Expect mistakes, expect delays. You're going to have to adjust things to fit in your busy lifestyle. Like I know Star Goebel, she's got all kinds of sports going on. She's got a job, she's got a business, she's got a team. She's going to have to make adjustments in her goals. So are each of us. After you do that and you make adjustments, give yourself about 6 months of adjustments, and then use those steps and goals to make a 7-year roadmap. Not a 1 year, not 6 months, not 5 years. Make yourself a 7-year roadmap of each step you want to take and where you want to be 7 years from now. Again, set goals daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, and yearly. When you're setting your goals, guys, follow your heart. Follow your dreams, not what other people dream, not other people's hearts, yours. You don't make vision boards for only your family. You make it for you and your family or yourself. You have to be able to set these goals to support yourself first and then your family. Because if you're not taking care of you first, you're not going to be able to take care of them. Celebrate the small things. You sign a free account, celebrate. You're getting a 3-way message, celebrate. You add a name to your potential list, freaking celebrate. You work out, celebrate. You get a day off, celebrate. Family time, celebrate. This world is screwed up enough and will bring you down enough that you don't need to let yourself not celebrate. That's going to help keep your energy up. It's going to help you keep pushing forward. Above all, never, ever, ever give up. If you feel yourself giving up, reach out to someone. Don't put on a smile and say you're okay like I did and say, oh, I can help you. Everything's going fine when you need help yourself. There has been time and time again that I've heard people say, closed mouths do not get fed. I've never heard a more true statement than that. If you don't open your mouth and you don't ask, you're not going to know. I'm going to pause real quick because I just seen Miss Tiffany June get on, and I would love to hear what happened in Toledo. Could you share a little bit, Tiffany, or is that okay, or are you busy?
Nope, you're good. I can share. You guys, holy crap. Toledo was absolutely amazing. They packed the room. Like there was literally only a couple empty chairs. It was absolutely incredible. I walked in kind of deflated. If I'm going to be 100% open, honest, and transparent, I walked in kind of just not feeling the best, right? We all get that in our business to where we are just like, it's just, we're just down there, right? I walked out feeling like I was day one again. Like day one, I was excited. I was ready to go. I was ready to revamp. Like I will hit 5 years with the company in less than 2 weeks. We all get to a point where, you know, maybe we're just not feeling the best. Get yourself in front of other thrivers. That is the biggest thing that I can say. Because like I said, I walked out feeling just refreshed, completely rejuvenated. There were so many good points. Do you want me to kind of hit on a few things? Because I can grab my notebook.
Absolutely, I would love to. I spent like 3 days making notes for what I wanted to talk about, and it's like you go through them so fast, and I'm like, crap. So I was so grateful you got on.
Yeah. So, let me see here. Let's get through my book. So the first panel was mindset. Let me see. I might be able to turn the camera on because I'm semi-presentable this morning, actually. There we go. All right, mindset. So they did this exercise within the first like 10 minutes to where they had you rate yourself. So there were 6 categories where you, on a scale of 1 to 10, okay, so scale to 1 to 10, you rate how you feel you are in this category. So the first one was career, and they had us write down our ratings. So career was first, finances was second, health was third, social life, I wrote down finances twice. I don't know why. There was another one. Shoot, what was the other one? Sorry. Social life and growth. I don't remember what the other one was. But basically you write down on a scale from 1 to 10 how you feel that you are doing in that category. And based off of that, you make an action plan. You create an action plan as to how you can improve your score. So I'll give you an example for mine. Social life, I'm at a 0. Like I feel like my social life is a literal 0. Okay. So simple things that I can do to, up my social life, like actually leaving the house more than once a week, or, homeschool mom life here. That's an adventure. Just simple things that, I can do to improve that. They gave an example, like for your health category, drink more water, eat healthy, going grocery shopping, not ordering out as much, finances, saving 10% of your check. Like what a small thing that you could do to improve, your finances. Like I said, create action plans for every day, small steps. So if you need, say good morning. If you need your health category, go on a walk every day. It doesn't have to be like a 4-mile marathon. Business was the other one. Set a timer for 10 minutes a day to work your business. So then the other category, or this was the next topic. What are you being positive about and what can you be better at? And then I know we've heard this a million times, but you need to create the mindset that this is a brick and mortar business. You have to wake up and turn the lights on just like you would if you had a business down on Main Street. Doesn't matter if it's, Main Street in a big city. It doesn't matter if it's Main Street in a town with 200 people. You have to go down and turn the lights on, right? You have to do that every day with your business. Let me see. Another question they asked us is, are you Lavelle? Are you personally Lavelle? Like, how are you branding yourself? If you go to your page, and I'm really bad about this right now, I'm just going to be completely honest. If you go to your page, are people able to see that you are Lavelle, that you are, a product of the product, etc.? We talked a little bit about the comparison trap, and something that I wrote down is don't compare. Yeah, correct. Not just Lavelle. If they go to your page, is there something on there that, tells them? Because I'm a big one. Do not post Lavelle all over your page. It's not going to work. Don't compare, be inspired. So if you're looking at somebody, do not compare yourself to them. Be inspired by them, right? Where focus goes, energy flows. That was another big point that I wrote down. Like, I've heard it a million times, right? But it hit me. And this was another really big one. Your income will never surpass your mindset. So that's when you kind of got to sit and think about. Your income will never surpass your mindset. So where's your mindset at? If your mindset is at $5, your income will never surpass that. You need to grow your mindset. They told us to look up a YouTube video. Stormy Wellington, Wake Up and Win. She's on YouTube. And then the last note on this page, know where you are in your struggle and accept it. Work on it and realize what you need and move on. Like, those points right there were like, boom. I think, oh boy. I don't remember what, hold on, I gotta see what's going on. All right, sorry, I'm back. So this is one of the panels. I didn't write down which one it was. Love them where they're at. Don't let them drag you down. Keep pushing forward. So there's no explanation needed there. Like, are you feeding into your own objections or fueling your opportunity? And then they gave a couple books to look into, to read. I think this was the objection and opportunity panel. Bottom of the Pool by Andy Andrews. Girl on Fire. They didn't give the author for that. Secrets of the Six-Figure Woman. And The Butterfly Effect. And I believe that one is by Andy Andrews as well. And there was a quote from The Butterfly Effect that they ended that panel out with. Everything you do, make every action matter to everyone. And then the last note I have, learn to rest and renew, not to quit. And then I did go live for Chas's panel in her team page. So you can go in and watch 2 parts of it. I got a phone call, so I had to end it and start a second one. But yeah, you guys, it was absolutely incredible. amazing. They're doing a lot more. Corporate was there, and the amount of credits that they were giving away was absolutely insane. Like it was crazy. I was amazed. But just get to an event 100%.
I absolutely love that. I know me and Star are already making plans to be there next year. It's just gonna be her, I, and the youngest. So I'm looking that Girl on Fire book. I put the author in there, Kara Alawil Labaya. His whole title is Girl on Fire: How to Choose Yourself, Burn the Rule Book, and Blaze Your Own Trail in Life and Business. That's going to be one of my weekly goals, to get that book before the end of the year. But that's what I need to do. I need to burn the rule book, choose myself, and blaze my own trail. I am 49 years old and I am sick to death of living for others. I love to live for my babies. That's not what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about having to put myself on the back burner because other adults in my life think that I need to service them. We all fall into some type of pattern. I fell into that easily because I have lived a lifetime of abuse. So I'm used to Jesus life. I love when Tiffany said, accept where you are, focus on that, fix it. Are you feeding into your objections or fueling your what was it, your opportunity? I'm feeding into my own objections. My mindset for income is probably my focus is on everything that's wrong. So that's where my energy's. It's hard as hell to admit that. But if I don't admit it to somebody, I can't start making changes. So find your person. Pick one thing, get it off your heart. Whether it's somebody in your family, whether it's somebody on your team, whether it's somebody in your friend circle, whether it's a coworker if you have a job, whether it's another homeschool parent or the school system in general, something that's weighing on you, release it. And you release it when you all of the things that Tiffany first went over with like the business, the finances, the health, social life, growth, all of that fits into your goal setting as well. If I was to rate myself on all of that, I think I can give myself an 8 with health and anywhere from a 0 to a 2 and everything. I'm ready to pick myself back up. I'm ready to get back to where I was. I'm ready to help other people succeed with me. I'm ready to light it on fire. And I'm grateful to have people like you in my life to do that. The star, you have been doing really, really well with your business. Do you want to share a couple of your daily IPAs? So maybe some of us can use those as well. start over.
Sure. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So honestly, I've kind of pulled back from my business a little bit the past couple months. I'm not exactly sure what it was, but I think I let my schedule get busy with me and with my sports and my kids and things like that. I just kind of put it on the back burner. But a couple things that I was trying to consistently do was at least post in my stories with my 3 steps. I would always share posts of my kids because they are definitely one of my 5 things, just watching them do their sports. So I would post about that. And then recently, I was in the Destination to Millionaire group. I finished all the tasks. Could I finish them more completely? Yes. I just did it to check it off to make sure that I didn't get a strike. But I honestly could have did more. Um, but one thing that I kept going from that was, um, well, I'm trying to keep going from that. I haven't posted one of these in a while, is doing a reel because they're really easy and simple to make. It's pretty much just putting a video like together. I usually start it with the Instagram reel option, and then either I take pictures of my kids or quick little videos because you can speed it up, and I just make a reel. So I've been, I could have been doing it more consistently, but 3 steps in my stories and at least doing one post of my kids every day, and then a reel and reaching out. My main thing was I had to reach out to my upline and just lean on her because there was one point where I didn't really know why I was still doing this, but I know that these 3 steps they make us feel amazing, and my transformation is completely awesome. And I don't have the support at home, and I've almost been in this business for 4 years. So you're gonna have those days. Just know it's okay, and you grow when you reach out because you're telling yourself you know where you are in your mental state, and that's where I was at one point, and I just had to reach out and say, okay, I need a pep talk. Like I reached out to 2 different people. Um, so in an instant, like I was not as consistent with my business, focusing on my family and putting other things first. Um, but I feel like sometimes that's okay. Maybe I needed it for myself. And then I know I was slacking on the business side. So then I forced myself to reach out. And that's one thing that is hard for me. I don't usually reach out for help since I kind of know how to do everything. But when I did reach out, it did really help. So that's where I am with my business right now. It's not as good as it could be, but that's my own fault. Um, just because I can be more consistent. But when you get to where I was, which is kind of where I am right now, just reach out. And I'm doing like um, Sunday video chats with one of my uplines just to keep myself accountable at least one day a week, and talking to her face to face instead of just message back and forth. That has really helped me. And one thing I told her that I was going to do today was go to work out. So I did. I worked out and I'm on this morning Zoom. And for me, getting up, working out first thing in the morning before any of my house gets up is the best thing for myself. I just have to not want to sleep in because I love sleeping. So that's kind of where I am.
I'm so proud of you for being honest.
Can I piggyback off that really quick?
Go ahead.
So she said something that resonated with me because it's a season and I have been in the same exact season. There's, it happens, but reach up to somebody. I personally, Chas is my person. And so I texted her, I said, can we get on the phone? And that was a couple months ago. And of course she said, obviously, yes. So we made a phone call, and based off that phone call together, we were able to figure out what I needed. And that was an event. And it was right. Like it was 100% correct. That is exactly what I needed. But something as far as IPAs, is I had created a IPA weekly board. So I created a file for weekly IPAs, simple things that I could do to get back on track. And I created this, I don't know, a month and a half or 2 months ago, and I can share it with you, Shannon, and you can post it if you want. But what I do is I just print it out once and I put it in one of those binder sheets that's, it's clear so you can mark on it. So I hang it on the fridge. So when I do it, it's set up with check marks. So you can like X the box out or whatever you want to do. I X out the box, and I don't know if anybody else is like this, but I love to-do list. I love tasks. And especially if you hang it on your fridge, you're able to see it. So I can share that because it's simple things, steps and stories. Interact with X amount of new people. And it helps so much because you feel accomplished and you see progress. You physically see the progress.
I love that. I will get that from her, and I will type up my notes as well, and I will post them with the replay. But I just wanted to let you all know Tiffany has mentioned the assessment, and I poured out some of my thoughts and emotions, so I wanted to share. Currently, I am a 1. Right now, I let my emotions take too much control over the way I react to situations. My thoughts are often quite negative. Where I want to be is at an 8 to a 10. I want to learn to be more patient and be in control of my emotions, to be more present and acknowledge my negative feelings and move on. That's my promise. Now, it's Monday morning. I'm not going to hold you and keep asking people questions. We're going to keep it short and sweet. I'm going to get these notes typed up because you're not going to be able to read much you can scratch. And I'm going to go ahead and get the notes and the IPA list from Tiffany. And maybe I can even ask Star for hers. And I'm going to put them into the comments, or if you don't see it, a replay, I'll also add it to YouTube. Go out and have fun today. Uplift others today. Get your feelings off your heart today. And rock this. Wednesday we have, hold on, because I got it right here, who we're going to have Wednesday. Oh boy. Wednesday's going to be hot. We got Stephanie G coming on. Now you know how she is. So you might want to show up so she don't stab you. That's what she says, joking around. Does anybody have any questions before I go ahead and end this? Or do any of you want to add anything? All right, great. I'm going to go ahead and get the replay and all the notes and everything up. Thank you for joining me, and see you Wednesday.